Sukuna is more human than you. If you've been keeping up with Jujutsu Kaisen, recently they have dropped a new episode, and Jujutsu Kaisen just cannot miss. It's been going crazy for the past couple of months, and it just feels like they keep one-upping each other with each new episode. Each new episode is bringing in a new character or new characters, is bringing in new subplots and different themes to the story. And with this episode, I feel like we got the arc on just the true nature of Sukuna and how, even though he's seen as such a devious, diabolical villain, bro's actually more human than the average human. Now, what I want to talk about is the fight between Sukuna and Jogo. Obviously, one, the dialogue, the visuals, and just to get the true grasp of Sukuna's inner thoughts, his mind, and what he could possibly be thinking about. And from the electrifying battle between Sukuna and Jogo and Shibuya, we just get to see not only the streets tremble as these two powerful cursed spirits clash, showcasing incredible jujutsu techniques and cursed energy manipulation, but just a spectacle that was left for the fans and had everybody on the edge of their seats. What stood out in this intense battle was obviously Sukuna's unexpected recognition of Jogo as a worthy adversary. Despite being a malevolent curse, Sukuna acknowledges Jogo's strength and skills. This acknowledgement led to a fascinating conversation between the two characters in the midst of a fight. Before that, the episode earlier, we got to see Sukuna finally coming out after Jogo gave him all the fingers that he needed at least. And we get to see that even though Sukuna is pretty much evil incarnate, he does somehow give fair chances. If you see how the two girls, right, they were demanding of Sukuna, basically going against what Sukuna is. Sukuna is better than everybody in his own mind. He doesn't believe there's nobody better than him. He doesn't believe he should listen to anybody. He does his own thing. Same thing with just people out on the regular. You should never compromise your own morals for something else that you don't stand with. And those women, they were trying to get him to do something he didn't want to do. So what did he do? Obviously, it's very gory, graphic, and nobody else would do this in real world, but he took him out. But with Jogo, sometimes you have to compromise on morals to get a job done. And I feel like Sukuna did that with Jogo. Jogo wasn't really demanding something. He was giving Sukuna information or telling Sukuna something that Sukuna pretty much already knew, but he did it in a more humbler way. And that's why he gave Jogo the compromise of if he's able to even touch him, hit him, then he's going to follow Jogo. Same thing in the real world. You have to compromise on some things to get the benefit out of it. And I feel like that's something that we got to see Sukuna. We didn't get to have to just see him overpower everybody. We got to see him compromise with another cursed spirit. And that's something that you're not going to get in just today's media or even today's life, honestly. Now, during their dialogue, right, during the fight, Sukuna conveyed a profound understanding of human nature. He recognized the limitations of humans and curses alike. Sukuna, in his raw and unfiltered wisdom, explained why Jogo couldn't fully realize his true potential. It wasn't just about power or technique. It was about something deeper at multiple different times, right? Sukuna just lets Jogo release tons of moves, right? Obviously, he's using severing and slicing abilities to stop Jogo from actually hitting him. That's the whole point and goal that Jogo was trying to get to. But throughout that, we get to see Sukuna, again, be fair in his own way. Sukuna, an overruling king beast, right? He can easily just shut out everybody and destroy everybody that was in Shibuya. But what did he do when he came to Panda and the one dude? Hey, he said, if y'all move, y'all are going to die. But if y'all move as soon as I say now, y'all are good. Showing that he's willing to compromise. He's not just an overwhelming evil. And everything's for the entertainment and fun. But again, it's another thing. And everybody stayed still until he said now and they moved, right? Hey, so then they didn't go after the killer. So I think that's another thing that we get to see. Sukuna and what things he's fair on and what things, he's just going to be Sukuna about. We have to delve into the core of our discussion today. Why Sukuna is more human than humans. Despite being a cursed spirit with a monstrous reputation, Sukuna displays a level of insight and empathy that challenges our perception of what it means to be human. Sukuna's perspective on humanity is fascinating. He sees humans as shackled by their desires, fears, and insecurities, and recognizing Jogo's unfulfilled potential. Sukuna sheds light on the inherent limitations that bind both humans and curses, and his perspective that transcends the typical good versus evil narrative. There was plenty of times where Jogo just releasing special techniques, crazy things with amazing visuals behind it. And Sukuna's just like, why are you not going full strength? Why not use the domain? And Sukuna knew the reason why, because of the failed attempt that Jogo tried to do it against Gojo with his domain and how he failed. Sukuna's like, that's a loser mindset. Sukuna knew that Jogo was not going to get anywhere with that loser mindset, so he's trying to get Jogo to go all out. And where Sukuna even went with the same element as Jogo just to get this, see the full power Jogo could fully unleash. And in the end, when Jogo was pretty much dead, he got to see Hanami and Dagon again, and their discussion about not being able to, stick together and not realize their full dream at that time, because cursed spirits are going to reincarnate, but they're not going to be the same as they were. And so they said we want to be they're the true humans. And Sukuna came and said, Sukuna pretty much was there saying, you want to be humans, but not in the aspect of being humans, but in that position where they're more abundant. And Sukuna relates the curses and the humans, how they don't just be free or worry about the consequences, and that's what's holding them back, right? Jogo was worried about the unfulfillment that he was gonna get if he just destroyed everything and unleashed everything. That's why he couldn't even hit Sukuna. That's why he failed his failed attempt. But Sukuna, he doesn't care. He's willing to unleash everything, play the games by his rules, live by his rules. Nobody else is really doing that. And that's the same thing you see in society today. Everybody is worried about appeasing society, appeasing people around them so that they can fit in. When if you stand out, you have a better chance of succeeding and realizing your full potential and ideals. And I think that's what Sukuna basically represents of true human nature. That's why I say he's more human than humans, because that's the true essence of humans, being able to do what you want and will without the worry of the consequences. And obviously there's limitation that I'm not telling nobody to just go out and do whatever they do, because there's laws and you have to abide by the land. But just seeing the nature of what Sukuna is representing and the writing that Gege Akutami is doing with Sukuna is showing his true nature is pretty cool. He even recognized Jogo at the end, saying that out of all thousands of humans and cursed spirits they fought, Jogo is definitely a worthy adversary. Again, Jogo couldn't even hit Sukuna, but by the end of it, Sukuna recognized him and gave him recognition as he passed away. And I just think that's something that was really cool. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have this. That was a good way to see Sukuna in a different light. Not to see him as a diabolical, malevolent, cursed spirit, but see him as a, again, as a human. And I think that's a cool aspect we got to see in Shibuya with all the hectic chaos going on within this arc. Seeing that aspect and plot development with Sukuna is pretty cool, and it just gets you prepared for the next episode to see what's going to happen next, because as we know, some people showed up in a story that's going to be very important to it, and they know Sukuna, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, man, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to dive into a little bit into Sukuna's philosophy, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, if you can, hit the subscribe button, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Y'all have a blessed one.